So guys, we are going to discuss something about the syslog. Okay. So in syslog, just remember one thing. Whenever you are working on any network device, either router or either switches, definitely we know these devices generate the log. Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now, generally either router or switches, we are accessing router or switches by console port, right now?
Cool.
Everyone. Yes. We are accessing by console port. Please remember one thing. By default, either router or switches send their logs at where? Console port. Where guys? Console port. Understand? It means by default, router and switches sending their all the logs to which port? Console port.
True.
But for example, let's suppose if you telnet any device, if you telnet any device, there you will not see any log. You will not see any log. For example, neighborship is up, neighborship is down, link up, link down, like this. Even maybe port, any types of port violation like this. You will not see any types of log there. For example, this is the switch, and you telnet the switch. So when you telnet the switch, you will never see these type of log there. Getting my point? Everyone, understand? Tell me, understand na? So please remember one thing. By default, network device, either router or switches, save their log at two places. One is console port, and second one is, guys, you know na, on every interface there is a memory. That is called which memory, guys? I told you many times. Interface buffer memory. So basically, every device install or store all the configuration at two places. First is at console port, and second one is where? At, tell me, at,
Buffer memory.
yes, buffer memory. Done, everyone? Understand na? Yes or no? Yes. There is a one problem. There is a one problem. For example, if there is any device, if there is any device and that device is continuously sending all the logs to the console port. Which port, guys? Console port. What will happen? Can you imagine what will happen? Because you know, in real time, your device is generating in a minute thousands of log. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
But for example, if your device is sending all the logs at your console port, what will happen? First of all, please remember, at console port. At which port, guys? Console port. Your log never be saved.
Save.
Your logs never be saved. Getting my point, everyone? For example, you know, no? For example, let's suppose if you are watching any live news, it means it's coming and going like this. Yes or no? Tell me, right? Na? Whenever
Yes.
you're seeing anything live, so it means it coming and going like this. So same way in case of log also.
Log also.
Getting my point? For example, if you see any logs at the real time, then fine. And if you miss, then miss. Getting my point, everyone? Understand na?
Yes.
So at console port, if device will send the logs, that will be the challenges, that will be the problem. So that's the reason I told you there is a different place that is called interface buffer memory. Understand? This is by default. Okay, na? This is By default.
By default.
Tell me one thing, if device will send the logs at buffer memory, definitely the size of buffer memory is also fixed. Yes or
Fixed.
no? Yes? Yes, na? For example, the size
Yes.
is, let's suppose, 1500 byte. For example,
Yeah.
fine. At that on that interface, let's suppose 1000 logs are stored, and now its memory is now full. For example, now 1001 logs came. What will happen? The
Plus the log.
old log which is stored here, it will erase.
Plus,
Will
yeah.
erase, and this new logs will store here. Yes or
Story.
no? Yes. And
Yes.
for example, if you want to check your old log after 10 days, you will not able to see. Getting my point? It means in interface buffer memory, this is also fixed and this is also limited. Right? Na? This is also limited. So if you want to check your old log, you will be not able to check the old log. Getting my point, everyone? Are you tell me, understand? Are you tell me, understand now, everyone? For example, if in your company someone did any types of, for example, security violation. So as a network team, they generally you will not do. This is the work of which team, guys? Server team. Okay, na? So any types of security violation will happen. Generally, what they will do? They will try to investigate the log. Yes or no? Everyone.
Yes.
In the company also, someone just reset any team leader's password. And what happened after that time? One committee set, and what is the role of that committee? That committee start checking the log.
Logs.
Getting my point? Who did? Why did? All the things. Fine. Na? So it means if you are living in the by default scenario where logs are going on the console or interface buffer memory, then you guys will not able to see the logs, older logs. Yes, na everyone? Yes, na?
Yes.
We not able to see the older logs. What is the solution then? Then solution is we need a dedicated server. We need a dedicated server where all the log will be stored, and we can check these log anytime by the sequence number, by the help of time, everything. Getting my point? And the name of the server will be, what is? Syslog server. What is the name of that server, guys? Syslog server.
Syslog.
Done. Getting my point? Anyone who do not understand? Understand, na? Everyone. Guys, understand? This is the use of
Yes.
Syslog.
Syslog,
Clear?
sir.
Now,
Yes.
as a network administrator, what is your roles and responsibility? See, for example, this is the DR. This is the DR. After DR, there is a, let's suppose, firewall. Getting my point, everyone? And with this DR, there will be a different switch. That will be Nexus switch. What will be? Nexus switch. Okay. And after this Nexus switch, there is a configuration of multiple things. For example, Active Directory. There is a configuration of DMZ. There is a configuration of DHCP. There is a configuration of Syslog. Getting my point, everyone? So this will be the configuration after this Nexus switch. So as a network administrator, you have to provide the connectivity between DR and Nexus switch. That's all. You do not need to go and configure DHCP, syslog. No, this is not your responsibility. Getting my point, everyone? So as a network administrator, your role should be just provide the connectivity between the DRs and this Nexus switch.
Nexus switch.
Okay, everyone. Clear na? Understand? Now, now, if anyone asks you, just tell me something about the syslog server, you can tell, ki bro, first of all, I just want to tell you I am a network engineer, not a
Engineer.
server
Server
admin.
engineer.
Okay, so don't expect too much thing from my side related to Syslog.
Syslog.
Second thing you can tell, ki bro, I can tell you something about the Syslog, but related to the network only. The Syslog server works at the layer number 7. Which layer, guys? Layer number
So
7. Fine, everyone. Second thing, as a network administrator, what you can say? You can say, ki bro, it use na UDP at layer number 4. What? At layer number 4, it use UDP. Third thing you can tell, ki bro, it use port number 514 at layer.
514.
Getting my point? So basically, as a network admin, you can tell these points because you must need to aware these points. Understand, everyone? Tell me. Okay. Now,
Okay.
if anyone asks you, define the syslog. Yes, you can also define. How can you define? You can say syslog server is nothing. Syslog server is a standard protocol. What is, guys? It is a types of syslog is a type of standard protocol. And what is the use of it? It is used to sending and receiving the log of network device. Understand? So basically syslog server is, or if anyone asks you what do you mean by syslog server, then you can say syslog server is a device that store the logs which is generated by network device.
Network appliance.
Understand? So there is a difference between syslog and syslog server. Syslog is a protocol and syslog server will be a device. Understand na? Everyone, tell me. Clear na? Tell me. Right na? So if anyone asks you one more thing, tell me what is the advantage of syslog server. You can just tell, bro, if we do not have a syslog server or any dedicated server for the logs, then generally routers or any network device will send all the logs where? To the console port and buffer memory, right? And there is a limitation. So it means we will be not able to see the old logs there, right now. So that's the reason we want a dedicated server. We want a dedicated server where we can store the logs, so we can check these log anytime with the help of with the sequence number, with the date, with the time, anything. Understand, everyone? Clear now?
yes.
Okay. Now, for example, one more thing you guys need to understand about the syslog, how we read the logs. How we read the logs. Fine. See. For example, these are the two server. Sorry, these are the two routers. Okay. For example, we are on router number 1. I hope this is visible to all of you. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. For example, I go on router number 1 and I configure the IP address there. What I configure? IP address. Interface fast Ethernet 0x0 IP address 10.0.0.1 255.0.0.0 and no shutdown. Done. Go to the R2. On R2 I write interface fast Ethernet 0x0 IP address 10.0.0.2 255.0.0.0 and no shutdown. Then what I did? I just configure the IP address. Yes or no? And tell me.
Yes. Yes.
Right? Now, I come on the router number 1. I just copy it. Okay. Now come on the pen. And here I paste this log. Is it visible to all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Now I paste this log here. Now how we read this log? Any idea? Whenever you see these type of log, what is this? This is the month, yes or no?
Month.
Everyone, tell me, right?
Yes.
The month.
Month.
Star means for every logs, na, you will get a star. Okay, na? Now, after that, 9 is what? 9 is date, na?
Date.
Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
This is what? This is time, guys.
Time.
This is what? Time. This is
Time.
our minute, second. Our minute and
Second.
this is the millisecond. Okay?
Okay.
Everyone. Clear, na? Are tell me, right, na?
Yes.
Here
Yes.
in this
Yes.
time, you will not see the year. Here you will
Okay.
not see the
Year.
year. Fine, na? Now, for example, here, link. You guys are able to see link after percentage, right, na?
Yes.
That is called facility. What is? That is called facility.
Facility.
Now, 3. 3 is telling what? Severity. What is severity? That's the reason I told you that time. Na? Just focus. You need to remember this one also. This is the severity list. For example, if you see the severity 0, it means that is very emergency. That is the critical logs. Getting my point? For example, if you see the logs with alert with severity 1, it means it is a alert. Are you getting my point? 2 means
Yes.
critical,
Critical.
and 3 means
Error.
like this. So these are the meaning of that severity number.
Wow. So cool.
Okay. And what is this? This is up down, and this is known as mnemonic. What is, guys? I don't know the spelling exact. Mnemonic, I think. Okay, that is called mnemonic. Clear, na, everyone? And that is what? That is called description.
Interface. Okay.
It's called description. Understand, everyone? So basically, na, by this way, we can read the log. Fine. So now if anyone asks you what is the use of facility here? What is the use of facility here? So you can say कि facility is nothing. Facility basically is telling this logs belongs to what? Because on router number 1, I write the command now, I configure the IP address. Are tell me, right? Na? And when I write the IP address command and last what I write no shutdown. Yes or no? Yes. So when
Yes.
I write no shutdown, what is happening? Its interface is now
Up.
up. So that's the reason this is this log is related with the link, right? Now because you configure the IP address on the interface and your now link is up. Yes, na everyone? Yes or no? So it means this log is related to the link. So that's the reason here link. This is the, and please remember facility, before facility there must always be which sign? Percentage. Which one? Percentage. Done na everyone? Understand? And tell me, what is 3? 3 is called severity. So if anyone asks you what do you mean by severity, you can tell severity is telling something about the priority of the logs. Getting my point, everyone? Severity is telling what? Priority of the log, because we all are human beings. We know na, for every task we should have a priority. Right now, what is our first priority? What is our second priority? Like this. Yes or no? Yes. In the same way, every log has different priority. Getting my point, everyone? Are tell me. For example, if you get the STP logs, for STP you will see the different priority. Are you understand? Yes or no? Guys.
Yeah.
Yes, na.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
example, EIGRP, you configure any routing protocol. For this, there will be a different priority. For example, we write here router EIGRP 100 no auto summary network 0.0.0.0 exit. Done. I configure this EIGRP here. Fine on R1. Tell me yes or no. On R2,
Yes.
router EIGRP 100, no auto, summary, network 0.0.0.0. I configure the EIGRP here. See, now I am getting the logs also here. Yes or no? Yes.
Yeah.
So see now, what is the log here? What is the severity? 5. What is the severity?
5.
5.
5.
EIGRP severity is different. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right, na? And what is this? This is called,
Feasible.
sorry, what?
Dual algorithm, I think.
I know, I'm just asking what. This is called what?
Dual.
Feasible.
Facility.
Facility, sorry.
It's called
Facility.
and here we are getting dual because EIGRP use the dual algorithm, right?
Yes.
That's the reason you are getting here dual. What happened here? When you configure the EIGRP on R1 and R2, neighbor change, na? Yes or no? Both
Yes.
R1 and R2 become neighbor, right? Na? So IP EIGRP
ERP, neighbor.
It means now R1 R2 become neighbor.
Neighbor.
That's the reason this log is related to neighbor change.
Neighbor change.
Getting my point, everyone? Yes or no? And this is called what? This is called description.
Description.
This is called description. Clear now, everyone? Yes or no? Understand? So basically, what I am telling you the severity for every different log, severity will be different. Fine. Severity will start from 0 to 7. 0 to 7. 0 means high priority and 7 means low priority. Clear na everyone? Are you tell me understand na?
Yes.
Okay. Now see here, when you see this log, are you guys able to see any types of sequence number here? No, na? We are not able to see sequence number, right? For example, see here, are you guys able to see the sequence number? This log start directly with the date. Yes or no? Or month?
Yes.
Yes, na? But
Yes.
for example, if you want your all the logs should be installed on the server or anywhere with the help of sequence number. How can you do? Conf t, there is a command. Command h service. Oh. Yes, service sequence number.
Sequence number.
That is the command. For example, interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0. On this interface, we already assigned the IP address, right? I'm writing here shutdown. Now this interface goes down, right? Na? See, you are getting the logs, yes or no? But now you are able to see the sequence number, yes or no?
Yes.
You are able to see the sequence number. So basically, if we want all the logs should be installed with the sequence number, we can do like this. Clear now, everyone? Now, for every log, you will get the sequence number. Clear now, everyone?
Yes.
Now, if anyone asks you, just tell me what is the use of description here? I told you, na, this part is telling the description. How can you answer? Description is telling actually what happened. Yes or no? Yes. When you read
Yes.
the description, you will easily understand actually what happened with the device. Right? So when I see interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0 is change state administratively down. Now you can easily understand now okay, this fast Ethernet 0 by 0 is now down. Yes or no? Are you tell me?
Yeah.
Right? Administratively down means I shut down this interface manually. Yes or no? Right? Na? Everyone.
Yep.
Yes. Clear? Everyone. Are you tell me? Understand na? So, and if anyone asks you, just tell me what is the use of mnemonic? What is the use of mnemonic? Who can tell me? What is the use of mnemonic? Mnemonic is also telling na exactly what happened with which one? Actually, for example, here change. Here is change. It is telling something happened with the change on link. Yes or no? Previously we see with the EIGRP. With the EIGRP. In EIGRP, what happened? Actually, whatever happened with the neighborship. Yes or no? Yes. So basically, mnemonic is telling something happened with the neighbor.
The action.
Yes. Clear now, everyone? Are you tell me? Guys, understand? Are you tell me? Understand, na? So that
Yes.
is, for example, if you want to check the logging is enabled or not. What is the command? So logging, you can use this one. See, when you see console logging, monitor logging, and buffer logging. Yes or no? Yes. I told you, na, by default, console buffer, it will install. By default, here it will install. They understand, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes.
For example, here right now, console and buffer is enabled. But I told you, na, in the real scenario, it must be disabled. It must be disabled. But how? How can you disable it? Command is no logging and then
No
write the,
login.
sorry, console.
Console.
No logging console. If you want to disable on the buffer interface also, what is command? No logging buffer. That's all. For example, we already shut down na that time. Are tell me, we already shut down na that interface.
Yes.
Interface fast Ethernet 0x0. I am writing now. No, shut. You will not see any types of log now. Why? Because we already disable the logs. Console logging we already disabled. Tell me yes, na everyone, yes or no?
The
Yes.
command for disable. What's that command for disable the log again?
No logging
No
console,
log.
no
Console,
logging
okay.
buffered. Because by
Buffer.
default, logs you will see the logs at console or buffered. Fine.
Okay.
So generally, but make sure whenever you are disabling it, you must have a syslog server. Getting my point, everyone? Are you clear na everyone? Yes or no?
Yes.
So,
Yes, sir.
logging. When you see so logging, see na console logging is now disabled and buffer logging is also now. Getting my point, everyone? Are you tell me? Understand na?
Yes.
So basically these are the things related to console. Sorry, related to
Syslog.
Syslog. Understand SNMP. See. For SNMP. SNMP stands for guys.
Simple
SNMP
network
stands
monitoring
for
protocol.
Simple Network Management Protocol. Now,
Management protocol.
their word is management. Management means by the help of this protocol, you can manage the device. Yes or no? Yes. And
Manage.
definitely we are
Yes.
managing the device remotely. That is the use of SNMP. How? Remotely. Fine. If anyone asks you, how can you define the SNMP? You can say, this is the protocol which is used for managing and monitoring the network device. Fine. Its primary purpose is to allow the network administrator to monitor the performance, health, right now, status of network device in the real time. That is the main use of SNMP. Are you tell me? Yes, na? Tell me guys,
Yes,
yes
sir.
or no? Understand na?
Yes.
For example, let we have a one computer. We have a one computer. Fine. And for example, we make this computer as a SNMP server. SNMP server. How? You just need to install one SNMP software. Okay, there is a one SNMP software. You need to install it. Okay, now when you install it, it will behave like SNMP server. Are you understand? Na? Yes or no? For example,
Yes.
in the computer, here you install the SNMP software. What will happen? Now it is called SNMP manager. This is called SNMP manager. Fine. It means now you can sit on this PC and you can monitor the things. Getting my point, everyone? Yes or no? Clear now?
Yes.
There are multiple software which behave like SNMP. For example, Wireshark. This is very famous. Yes, na? Wireshark. Solar wind. Solar wind. Right? For example, PRTZ. PRTZ. Network monitor. Yes. Net SNMP. There are multiple things. Net SNMP. Manage engine. So there are multiple things. Understand, everyone? There are multiple software by which you can monitor the performance, or you can enable the, or you can create the SNMP manager. Understand, everyone? Tell me.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
For example, if there is a one PC, and on this PC, if you install Syslog application, what will happen? Now this PC behave like a Syslog server.
Server.
Getting the point? There are multiple Syslog application also. For example, I don't know much.
Javix.
Syslog NG, I think this is the name. Splunk,
Yeah.
right?
Um,
Yes. One thing I think Kiwi Syslog server also. Yes.
how
So these are
about
the name. Yes, these are the name of Nextlog. Yes.
how about Xenos?
Xenox, yes, maybe. I know these
Mm.
4 3 4, so that's the reason I'm saying. These are the name of guys Syslog server. Okay, now so you need to install and it will behave like a Syslog server. Getting my point, everyone? Are tell me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now there is a one basic thing. For example, this is the PC number 1 and this is the switch. For example, on this PC, this is SNMP manager and same PC is Syslog server. Now tell me, this PC is receiving every logs, yes or no, from the switch, right? Na?
Yes.
Yeah.
This PC is receiving the every log na from switch, yes or no, right? Na? Then what is
Yes.
the need of SNMP here? Why we make this PC as a SNMP?
To monitor the logs, to monitor the logs from the switch.
Okay.
We can enable SNMP on the switch.
Do you guys get what is my question? My question is, this PC is continuously receiving the log from the switch, right? Then why we need SNMP here? Guys, there are multiple reasons for SNMP. For example, my question is, what is the benefit of SNMP here if we are getting the logs? Fine. See, for example, if you need any types of graph means, for example, if your manager is telling, just tell me what is the CPU utilization on this PC. Just tell me, just share me the graph. You can't
Okay. Okay, I understand. Okay.
with the help of Syslog. Yes or no?
Syslog. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
How
Performance graph.
how much CPU utilization is happening on this PC, you can't share with the Syslog. Getting my point, everyone? So if you want to make these type of data, what you need? You need Syslog. Getting my point, everyone? For example,
Yes.
if you want to see the traffic, or you want to see the utilization of bandwidth of any particular interface, you can't say by the help of Syslog. This is not possible. It is possible by the help of only SNMP. Getting my point, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes. Then
For
one more thing,
example,
one question.
on this
Okay.
device, for example, on a device, you already running the EIGRP. And if you want to check this EIGRP is using how much CPU of your router or switches. Getting my point? you can check by the help of SNMP. Getting my point, everyone? So basically,
Yes.
what is the exact use of SNMP? By the help of SNMP, what you can see, you can just monitor the network device. Understand?
Yes. I have a question, please.
Yes. For example,
Um,
if let's suppose there are 100 numbers of people are sitting in the room. Fine. And for example, I install 3-4 cameras here in this room. So what is the use of these camera? These camera will monitor your activity. Yes or no? Yes. And we can just monitor by the help of camera. We can just monitor your activity. Yes or no? Right na? Same in your network. SNMP behave like a agent. Getting my point? And what is the use of this agent? This agent just monitor the everything, your network utilization, CPU utilization, everything. Clear? Everyone?
yeah. Yeah.
But can we change something through SNMP?
No, we are not changing the thing through the SNMP. For
Just
example, and
monitoring.
yes, just monitoring and just in a real time, what is happening in real time, even as a network administrator, this is also not your roles and responsibility. This is the roles and responsibility for the NOC.
So, knock. Yes, that's what I want to say because I work in knock and we use
Yes.
this SNMP, this
This is
SNMP
and so
with
that's the
tools. We
reason
use it a lot.
according to me,
Yes.
what I'm thinking about the NOC is just like a god for us as a network administrator, because NOC is the first person who have all the knowledge what is happening in your network,
Network.
and
Yes.
they are the correct person who will inform you that is happening. Fine. And as a network administrator, when you get the tickets, when you get the information from the NOCs, then you guys will start investigate. Getting
Troubleshooting.
the
Yeah.
point? Yes. So that's the reason these monitoring tools are managed, or you can say accessed by the NOC team. As a network administrator, you do not need to do
Yes.
anything.
Yes. Now, a question, please. I have a question.
On the real-time device, you just need to enable the SNMP. There are 3-4 commands. You just need to enable the SNMP, so your device will send the log to the SNMP server. So NOC team will monitor it. That's all. Nothing else.
Yeah. Now, Shubham, uh, in my experience with knock, we do see some performance graph on some of our network element devices. Maybe you are trying to check for some, maybe like some network element devices. You see some graphs that shows some level of spikes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you are
Yes.
seeing a graph over the last 2 weeks, and the graph is showing some level of spikes. Maybe when when there's a sudden spike, it shows that there's an issue. We use pattern graph. We call it spikes graph, pattern graph to monitor the performance of the network over some period of time. Like maybe you want to check for voice over LTE calls. Now you check over 1 week. Maybe you see that in a particular time, maybe for just 1 hour over 1 week, you just see that there's a sudden spike, unusual spike, and you use that one to judge that at that moment maybe there was a network event. You use it to monitor network events, so you can use it to trace. Is that part of SNMP? Can we say that is one of the function of SNMP to monitor the
Yes.
graph, the spike, spike, we call it
Yes.
spike graph.
Yes. You are exactly correct. Basically, we are trying to monitor. That is nothing. I can show you also, but I don't think there is. I have. Let me check. Just a minute. Are you guys able to see this one?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
it.
These type of locks generally we will get from the knock team. Getting my point?
Can you
This is
enlarge it? Can you enlarge it?
sorry.
Can you enlarge the? Can you enlarge it? Enlarge that. Maximize it. Can you maximize it?
Just a minute. Just a minute. I know what Delhi wants to tell. Delhi, you
NAC
are
means
telling this,
network
right?
administration
This
team,
type
huh,
of
Yes,
sir?
yes,
spikes.
exactly. Yes,
So basically, yes.
exactly.
Generally, we are getting the locks like this. This is the utilizations like this.
You can see the spike.
Yes.
How can you understand that one, sir? Actually, there,
It's for network and for knock engineers. Knock, it's not
Just
your
depend how we understand for this. You need to learn multiple things. Okay.
it's by knock engineers, not knock engineers. I can interpret that.
NAC means network administration.
No,
What?
network operation engineer, network operation center.
Knock, bro, not knack. Okay. So I told you na there are two things in SNMP. There is one thing SNMP manager and there is a SNMP agent. There are two things,
Yes.
manager and agent. Fine. There
Yes.
are one basic question: how actually the communication will happen between the manager or agent? Anyone know? Please remember one thing. SNMP use the UDP. Okay. So it send the packet, UDP packet at port number 161. Fine. And the agent will send the UDP packet with port number 162. This is the very basic question. Okay. Hurry, tell me. Understand na? So it means
Yeah.
SNMP agent will listen which port number? 161. Or manager will listen which port number? 162. Fine. And there is one more basic question. SNMP is a which layer protocol? Layer 7.
So,
It use what? UDP. Which port number? 161 and 162. That is the very important interview question. Fine.
yeah, very
Everyone.
important. Yeah.
If any interviewer will ask you, tell me SNMP use which port number? So don't confuse. UDP, SNMP use 161 and 162. Then interviewer will ask you, tell me the scenario. How you are telling 161 and 162. Then you can tell. You see, when manager will send the SNMP packets to the agent, it use the port number 161. And when agent send the packet to manager, it use port number 162. Like this. Clear? Everyone. I hope you guys understand something.
Yes, yes, yes.